Hey, my jujubes. How are you guys doing today? I have missed you guys so much. And I'm not even going to say where I've been or why I haven't been recording because I don't have 1,000 excuses. I've just been off my game, okay? So I'm trying to get myself back together. And I know with the last couple of episodes that I was doing, I was saying that I didn't know exactly where I wanted my channel to go. And I still don't, but mukbangs is definitely going to be a part of it, but I want to figure out if I want to do like a kind of like an advice column or like a vlog, or not a vlog, but like a, commentary back and forth, or if I want to do like a story time with the books that I read. That's what I'm really leaning towards. So if you do watch and you care to comment, please let me know what you would be interested in. But I read a lot of books, and I am an avid reader, and I really love to read. So I would love to like read the books and tell you guys about them, story time, because maybe you are interested in reading, but you don't have time, but I can be like the storyteller, kind of like the narrator of the book. So you just let me know if you're interested in that. So if you are new here and you've never been here before, hi, welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Share the video wherever you choose. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you are notified every time I post a video. Of course, I'm back with seafood because this is my favorite, but I am going to switch it up eventually. But today, this is what I'm doing. This is from the seafood place here. And I have Mountain Dew to drink in my little cup here. So I'm going to get right into it. How have you guys been? I have been okay. No complaints. I said I won't complain. But as you all know, or you may not, I don't know. I have been reading my whole life. I'm a reader. And I like all kinds of books. But my biggest thing right now is, the urban love story. With the little ratchetness here and there. What happened to my little piece of crab leg? So that's where I'm at right now. I have been overly indulgent in all books by Ashley Antoinette and her husband Jaquavius Coleman. Both New York Times best-selling authors. They're my absolute favorite right now. Or not right now, just period. But so I have definitely been, if you're a reader and you know, I've read a large number of their books. They're not the only authors that I read, but right now I have just been caught there, stuck there between Ethic and Long Live the Cartel. I went back and read all of the older ones, Diary of a Street Diva, Supreme Clientele, Dirty Money. I've read them all. So I'm definitely a fan, like a super fan. And I'm in a Facebook group, the Ashley and Jaquavis Facebook Club. And I have really met some awesome ladies in there who like to do what I do. And that's read. And it gets so serious and so personal in there that we have built relationships with these characters to where our everyday lives have been tied up to these characters. And I know if you go back and watch a few videos I was discussing a book called The Prada Plan. And that's by Ashley Antoinette. And that's a really good story. I'm actually rereading it now, or listening to it rather. I read it already on book form, but now I'm listening to it on Audible, which is absolutely amazing. But I won't do no promos, not no free ones anyway. But so if you guys are interested in hearing me discuss these books, because I think I'm the best storyteller, excuse me, please let me know. And I would definitely do that. Right now, the book that I'm waiting on is called Butterfly, and it's Butterfly 3. It was kind of a spin-off story. Well, not kind of. It's a spin-off story of Ethic, from Ethic. So maybe I'll start with Moth to a Flame to discuss, and then as kind of like my trial. And then you guys let me know if you want to hear, what's next. It'll probably take me a couple videos to do one book, because I want to be able to be as detailed as possible, but without reading the book to you on here. So I think Moth to a Flame would be my first book to discuss, because of all the books and all the series, Ethic is my favorite series. And I have definitely read it more times than people probably do. But I've read the Ethic series in its entirety 3 times probably. And it has 7 books to it, because it has Moth to a Flame, which is kind of like the beginning. And then it has Ethic 1 through 6. And I've read the entire series maybe 2 or 3 times in full. I know at least twice. I'm going to go ahead and say probably 3 times, because I skipped some books before, because once I already have the story, read it once, then I can skip over a few parts because I already read that one. But I love to read. It allows me to have that moment of escape. I'm vacationing wherever they vacationing at. They in the Bahamas, so am I. But majority of the books take place in between Flint, Michigan, or some of them take place in like New York. The latest book I read of them take place in Houston, but I'll talk about that when I get there. And then even some of the Prada Plan took place in Houston too, so Texas. So it's grand. But like I said, reading is my favorite pastime. So I would love to combine me reading with me doing YouTube some kind of way. So please look forward to sorry. I thought I had a piece of shit on there. So please look forward to hearing more. And my story times are going to be about that. So maybe I'll start right now with Moth to a Flame. So I do not know exactly like when it was written, but I will get all of that information and put it in the description box below. I'm also going to try to copy a link of the book so you can go and see if you want to purchase it, because I know most of the books are on Amazon. So, but Moth to a Flame is a book about, I'm going to give you the characters, I guess we can start there. So there's Benny Atkins, and then there's Jacqueline Atkins. And then there's Morgan, Raven, Atkins. Jacqueline and Benny are the mother and father, and then Morgan and Raven are the daughters. And then you have, I pronounce his name Mazan. I could be wrong, but or Mizan, Mizan. And I feel like I told this before, but and then there's Ethic. And her friend, Raven's friend, is in there, but I can't remember her name right now. But I will. So, Benny Atkins. Sorry, y'all. I love this corn. So, Benny Atkins is a large distributor in Michigan and Flint, and him, his wife, and his daughters they live lavishly, as any supplier would. And Raven is the oldest. So on Moth to a Flame, Raven is 17, turning 18. And Raven is kind of like, a girl who is attracted to the streets, okay? She is kind of like, her dad lives the type of lifestyle that he lives, so he tries to keep them separate from all of the outside shenanigans. But because Raven is so drawn to the streets, she tries her best to be out. So Ethic and Benny are really, really good friends in this scenario or in this story. And he's kind of like, Ethic is kind of like Benny's right-hand man. So I think the story starts out with, I don't know if it's a birthday party they're having. This is sad because I can't remember. It's a birthday party they're having, but I think they're having a birthday party for Morgan. And Morgan is the younger sister. And Morgan is deaf. She was born deaf. She was born deaf. But they still treat her all the same. So basically, Raven is, like I said, she's kind of drawn to the streets. She really wants to be a part of this fast and thugged out, type of lifestyle. She's attracted to those type of guys, who are in the same business that her father's in, but he doesn't want her to be, attached to anybody that's like that. But of course, she is so drawn to it. So she initially has like this really, really, really big crush on Ethic, but he's older than her at the time. I think she's 17, turning 18, and Ethic has to be like in his 20s, maybe 24, 25, around it. So, of course, he wasn't really paying her any attention because she's the daughter of somebody that he does close business with, and she's too young for him. So he kind of just like doesn't even know she has a crush on him at first, and then when he finds out that she does, he kind of brushes her off. So in an effort to, you know, move on, she starts a relationship with this guy named Mazan. And Mazan has his own street thing going on, but he kind of like nickel and diamond. He's not really large, so to speak. But so he sees Raven out one day with her friends. What did I just do with that piece? And he basically, you know, try to get with her. So she was kind of paying him some attention, but at the same time she wasn't, because Raven was beautiful. You know, she was a fairer skin, long hair, you know, a neighborhood dream. And so she knew she was too. So that's how she presented herself. So I think she was like out with her friends and she met him and they kind of like, I would say, kicked it off. But I think Mazan was older than her as well. I don't remember how old, but he was older than her. But Raven still was young, naive in a sense. And she was really, to me, looking for all the wrong things. But anyway, when she met Mazan, she was looking for, you know, somebody who would stroke her ego, you know, and had the extreme appeal that she was looking for. And at the time, Mazan had it. So they kind of, and the thing is, everybody in the neighborhood wanted to be with Benny Atkins' daughter. Everybody did. So and she knew that. So when her and Mazan started hanging out and dating each other, it was kind of like a badge of honor for him to be messing with Benny Atkins' daughter. So they was kicking it and hanging out, and he was in a sense trying to, you know, let her know, like, you know, I like you and I want to kick it with you and you're going to be my girl. And if I'm going to be your man, there are certain things that has to be, that I expect out of you being my man, my woman. So, like I said, they built a relationship. They was hanging out. Her daddy didn't want her. Not only did he not want her hanging out with Mazan, he didn't want her hanging out in the streets, period. Like, he felt like if he can keep her far away from the streets, that's the way to keep her safe. She always had to have bodyguards, somebody going with her. And the only time she didn't is when she would say she was going like over her friend's house. And of course, when she went over her friend's house, she would be sneaking out. That's how she would be so connected to the hood. So I'm gonna stop right here because if I keep going, I'm gonna run into time. But come back because I will be finishing these first couple of chapters of A Moth to a Flame. Like I said, I'm gonna put the details in the description box below. Again, if you are new here, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys back tomorrow. Share, like, comment, and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And until next time, bye, my jujubes.